Now we've got a special guest in the house today. He is a DJ, a host, and an event organizer. Sushi.
What's good?
What is up? How are you?
Yeah, man, we're loving life. Come on, my guy.
Love to see you. So good to see you. So good to have you here. Nice. Yeah. And you're also, I forgot to say, apart from being a DJ, host, event organizer, you're the professional champagne popper.
I'm the professional champagne popper. This is your professional champagne popper Sushi sound. Also, you didn't list all the accolades.
Go on.
Astronaut, professional, gardener.
Boy.
Yeah, bro, I do a lot of things, man. I do a lot of things. But we won't get into all of those because we'll be here for a long time.
No, I'm curious. What's growing in the garden?
What's growing in the garden? Nothing but vibes, to be
Just
honest.
vibes.
Just vibes.
We'd love to see it. Yeah. And the astronaut side of things, where are you taking people?
I'm taking people to Pluto, big Shally Poppy fan,
Jeez,
that's the number
Pluto
one.
mania.
Presido. So I take people to come meet my guy, that's it.
I love it. Nice. So I just played my song of the anthem of the week, which is a song that's been on replay for the past week. What's one song that's been on your mind or that you've been listening to for the past week?
Oh my gosh, one song. Well, there's that new Davido song that's been ringing off in my head, Aoke.
Okay. Oh, that is a vibe. Yeah.
Hey, that was, that's a nice one.
Okay, so that was Awuke by Davido and YG Marley. Yeah. Now, Sushi, I got a question for you. So if you could DJ or host at any event, past, future, what would it be?
Past or future?
Yeah.
Goodness me, that's a lot of choice.
It is, isn't it?
That much choice. Man, see, I think the weird thing is I feel like the event that I wish I could play at is an event that I don't even know about. Over the time, I've come to find that there's a lot of different crowds. Different crowds. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was DJing for like an Angolan party because I actually really like the Tashinha, I like the
Kizomba,
and the Afro House and everything. So I was very lucky enough to play for that crowd, and that was just insane. But I've never played for that crowd before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't actually tell you, but I'm sure there's a lot of places that if I could cross over with them, we'll have something very magical.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. And are there any other events you've played at recently that are out of like the usual that you would play at?
Out of the usual, I'll say we're keeping it ticking right now, but we've got a few interesting ones. Like I was DJing with SNE not too long ago, a few weeks ago. That's the guy that sings on Schwalabam.
Oh, no way. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that was fun. I've got a gig with Young Bane coming up as well.
Amazing.
Fun. Yeah. Pokoli about a month and a half ago. That was really fun. So yeah, I think whenever there's a name attached to an event, you're going to be opening for someone or hosting for them, then I think that is always quite interesting.
Yeah, there's always that excitement in it. Yeah. Love that. And the name, Sushi Sound. I feel like everyone's curious about this. Like every time I've been around and I've been like, oh, this is sushi. They're like, sushi? Yeah. So where does it come from? What's the story?
Oh my God, sushi. So that's from my childhood when I was in school. It's a bit long-winded, but let's say like I am still, to be honest, a crazy Gucci Mane fan. So when we were back in secondary school, year 8, we had a Spanish class, but we never paid attention in that class. So we'll come in and say, let's go and drop like some freestyles. So I was thinking, I love Gucci Mane, so I'm Sushi Mane, innit?
Yeah.
And so my actual real name is James, but in my school there's like 5-6 James. So as soon as I would start my freestyle, I'd say, yo, this is Sushi Mane. Yeah. And I'll drop my bar, and then after that, they were like, that's sushi. And then that just stuck with me for a long time.
I love that. This is just reminded me, have you seen that TikTok of people saying like their street name or their online name and then they say their actual name?
Yeah, Sushi Killer 96. That's me. What's your name? What's your real name?
James.
James.
Love it.
I love that.
Yeah, and on the topic of sushi and food, what is something, like what food would you use to describe your vibe? Like if you could use a meal to describe your kind of vibe.
A meal to describe my vibe. That's interesting because I feel like I'm energetic, so it can't be something that's too high in carbs that's gonna make you feel lethargic afterwards.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going with Korean barbecue.
Jeez,
it's something flavorful, but also very sweet.
Yeah,
and a couple of vegetables in there, well presented.
Love that. Yeah. High on presentation, high on taste, 10s across the board.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. You are locked into Native Radio and we're still hanging out with Mr. Sushi Sound.
Hey.
Now, Sushi, I've seen you say that you want Nyash to shake at parties, at your parties all over the world, yeah? And I want to know where you're at with that plan.
Yeah. That's my mission statement.
Yeah.
That's my mission statement. I feel like we're doing okay. We're doing okay. So, I'll say my career of like hosting parties started from when I was in uni. So that was in Plymouth. Yeah. Which is a very small, humble place.
Definitely. I visited and there was an Uber. I was like, wagwan.
Uber, just a taxi first, shout out.
You know?
Yeah, but but in a small place like that, playing music, which is quite niche for the area. Yeah. We're doing parties, 500, 600, up to, like, I'll say our record is over 900 people in a place for, where the demographic is very thin. We scrape the barrel and find everybody. Yeah. And believe, if 50% of that has a Nyash that can shake, we'll make sure they all shake that Nyash. But from there, we've gone, I live in Newcastle now, still doing parties in Plymouth. Right now I'm in Cardiff with you right now. Yes. Party here in Cardiff. Nyash will shake here. Nyash has shaked in Newcastle. Tomorrow Nyash is going to shake in Bristol. Somewhere in between. Maybe Nyash will shake in Birmingham this weekend.
I love to see it.
And next week we'll have some Nyash shaking in Reading. So that's just so we start with local Nyash and then we'll go and international Nyash. International.
I love it. So, like you said, we're in Cardiff at the moment and you're getting ready to go to one of your events, which is it's Back Home Brunch, right?
Back Home Brunch.
Yeah. So I want to hear about that. How did it start? I can see you guys are growing really quickly. And how did that come about?
Yeah, so we did our first party in December last year. So it's not even 1 year old.
Oh, yet.
Wow. And so to be able to have touched 5 cities with Back on Brunch is really exciting right now. Yeah. It started, to be honest, we like, we need a name in it. And so we're just running through a bunch of stuff. Yeah. And then we come across Back on Brunch. That was actually my idea, by the way. And it was that. Mm-hmm. We kind of just said, we're doing a day party, but then the name actually grew itself. So what we do as part of Back on Brunch, the whole idea is you need to feel like you're back home. Everybody is going to feel like they're back home. Right. So people come through, they bring their flags, they represent themselves. We have I'll say the core of most, like black music right now that's popular in the UK, I would say is Amapiano, Afrobeats. Afrobeats, like in the wider sense, not just Nigerian. Yeah. And like dancehall, soca. So, and we also bring in some other elements, a little bit of Latino, things like that, Yeah. A little bit of baile. But we have people come through, they represent themselves, come brightly dressed, bringing their flags. And then we have very, very tightly curated sets that we want to like give you and go deep into the music from all over the world. But we're very particular about things sound so that, if you have enough sounds, a proper sound, you can feel it under your feet. Maybe it's not your song right now. Yeah. And sometimes you go to a party, someone wants to just sit down and wait for their song to come on. But the way we play it, the speed, the pacing, the way you hear and perceive the sound, you will feel it. And you're going to learn something. Every time you go to a Back Home Brunch, you're going to have an appreciation for a different culture's music. And it's going to be lit.
Love that. Yeah. So do you have any like pre-show rituals, like things that you do before you have a show or an event like today? Is there something you're going to do before you start?
Not really. It's a weird thing because when you do your first, second, third event, it's kind of like a thing you build up in your head and but I'll say now it's kind of just, we came in here and we said, all right. Yeah. And we cracked on, we're here. But what I'll say is I think it's the wind down afterwards. I always have approaches from different guys saying, hey, do it after party here, after party here. Man, after BHP, me, I just want to get some dinner. Yeah. I want to have a cup of tea. Yeah. Or maybe a cup of something alcoholic, I don't know. But just to actually spend time, because this is an interesting one. Mm-hmm. Out of us, there's 3 of us that put this thing together. Right. Denny Huss from Bristol and DJ Shakes as well, who lives in Plymouth at the moment. Right. So, and I'm living in Newcastle. So this is actually a way for us to keep in contact, see each other, even though we're across the country, we link up in a very lit place, and then afterwards we just wind down, we chill and see our loved ones, people who are local as well, that we want to just see. So that's my way of just keeping up with my friends.
Oh, that's amazing. So what's it been like the balance between like running a business with your friends?
Well, I think it's a really, man, I think if you want to do business with friends, that's fine, but you have to be selective about who you do business with, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because, it's very important, like the character type. But we have a mutual understanding, like we're just all, we're here for the love. We love the people. Not everything's just about money. So when I think greed is taken out of it, and there's no jealousy or anything like that. It's just purely love of music, love of the vibes, love of the support, love of seeing your ass shaking internationally. Let's see how far we can go. Before we will go to Pluto and we'll see your ass shaking there as well.
Yeah, definitely. So shared vision is really important.
Very important.
Love that. All right, so we're still in the studio hanging out with Sushi, and just before we were talking about doing business with friends. And I know like some people might look at your lifestyle and look at it like, oh, this is great, you get to party, you get to do this like every weekend. But what are some things, would you say, that people don't know about the behind the scenes of that kind of work or that lifestyle?
Man, I mean, like, I'll say I love parties.
Yeah.
And I think, I'll say I'm lit. I'll say I'm lit. But it's just not the only side. I am actually a chillers. I'm a real chillers.
Yeah.
I love, like we were just talking about this song, like Awolowo, that's a nice song in it. But the tempo is low, it's smooth. Yeah. And I say like that, songs like that connects to me a lot. So I think this is one thing I'm trying to work into my parties as well.
Yeah.
Is a few more slow jams. Where have they gone? What the hell?
Yeah.
Where have they gone? Like, I think if we're looking at like 20 years ago, there's always a section for that. That's slow, those slow jams, the R&Bs, the things like that. But yeah, I'm a chillers. It's not every time when you see me, there's a neck vein coming out and I'm on stage and I'm screaming or we're doing something like, man, sometimes we just want to chill as well.
Yeah.
I like that.
Some days you're on chill. Yeah, I hear that. And are there like less lavish things about this like line of work that we don't see necessarily? Sorry.
Do you think that it's a lavish line of work?
That it's lavish? Not lavish. Like, I mean, like for some people, like they might see it as more of like, this is like a really fun, chill job, in comparison to maybe like a 9 to 5 or that type of thing. So being able to do things that you enjoy and still like make money from it, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you. One thing that's interesting, because sometimes I get booked to host.
Yeah.
And like sometimes because I have a day job as well. Yeah. So like sometimes I'll come from day job and say, yo, so you're going to go there and just hype everybody up. I'm like, brother, it's 2 a.m. I'm just coming from work. Like, so like that's interesting, because where sometimes my job is pretty much all the time, my job is to get everybody hyped up. Yeah. But what's interesting is, how are you going to get yourself hyped up, or who's going to hype you up? True. Because sometimes you might need it, just depending on how your day is gone, or how your week's gone. So I think one thing that's really interesting is making sure that everything around can help you keep your edge. Right. Sometimes it's as simple as saying, hey, you're booking me to do this thing. I just want one shot. Yeah. Or two. Yeah. That's cool. Sometimes it's something as simple as making sure that your journeying is smooth and chill, or that you have enough, just headspace for things. Yeah. But what I'll say is, like, I think the thing that can take away an edge is sometimes if people just in your ear, like, I'm not a big fan of that personally. Yeah. And I'll say right now, I would say I'm doing okay, but there's a level above where I'm trying to reach. Right. And when you have those guys in the level above, let's say we're booking artists or something. Yeah. You have them in their green room. They have their own space. Yeah. They come on, what time? Oh, do you want some food? Do you want some this? Whereas like this stage where I'm at right now, there's none of that. But you still have to perform to that level. So I think controlling it from my side is the part that maybe doesn't look as extravagant, and like, you know, because we're literally coming from anywhere or doing whatever we're doing and going straight into the action.
Right.
I think that is actually the part that's not as glam.
Yeah.
DJ hosting parties and stuff like that is in front of the general public, I suppose. So one thing that I find really interesting is, you know, I don't know, for example, someone looked at my schedule for the next 2 weeks. I think I have like 7 or 8 gigs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, man, you're busy, you're collecting all the money. And I'm like, yo, so like, I don't know, if your job was to be whatever, I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is, you go to work in the 2 weeks, you go to work like 10 times.
True. Yeah.
So like, if I'm doing 7 gigs, it's not mad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think these things are kind of interesting. A few, I don't know if I'll say a misconception, but it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to work like you. We got to keep working.
Yeah, it's interesting that we see it from a different lens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sushi, this next segment is called the Armani Heat, where we put our guests in the hot seat.
Hey.
It's not going to be too bad, to be fair. I feel like I'm going to be gentle on you with this one.
Okay.
So we've just got some quick fire questions for you, yeah? So I just want you, just the first thing that comes to your head, so when I ask you the question, just give me that answer, right?
All right.
Yeah? Okay, so day party or after party?
Day party.
Okay. Most overrated party anthem?
Oh my God. I can't do it.
Is nothing coming to mind, or you don't want to say what's come to your mind?
I'm gonna say something. You guys are gonna stab me. Ayo, Chris Brown.
Nah, I'm with you. I can't even lie. Biggest party foul that someone can commit?
Handing drinks over the DJ decks.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. What's worse, technical difficulties or a dead crowd?
We can get past technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We cannot get past dead crowd. Dead crowd, in fact, you have a lit crowd. Once you get past that technical difficulty, the crowd says, hey, as soon as you fling on the next one. So, technical difficulty. It's the worst. Oh, wait, no, the dead crowd is the worst.
I can imagine.
That's calm.
Headphones or champagne? If you could save only one, what are you saving?
Wait, what?
Are you saving your headphones or having champagne?
What, in a fire?
At your event. So if you could like only have one of the two.
Oh. I don't know if you understand. If I'm in the event, I'll save the headphones. There's more champagne. There's champagne flowing forever. Don't worry, I'll come and find
You
more
will find
champagne.
it.
I need my headphones for now. I'll find the champagne later.
Okay. If you had to ban one genre from all your parties, what would it be?
Genre of music?
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Aye, from my parties, someone's gonna get it. I don't know. I actually like all genres, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff
that's
that I'm
the
not
PC
familiar
answer.
With. No, I haven't experienced all of them. I think, okay, you're not gonna like this. I'm a piano that's played slowly.
Yeah, cut the cameras. What is this?
I like it played a little bit faster, innit? Like,
yeah. I love soulful on a piano.
I know. It's just not for club.
Yeah. Okay, I hear that. Okay, let me stop doing this. This is supposed to be quick fire. Now, okay. Now, the last question we have for you is song requests. Yay or nay?
Intelligently done is fine.
Sushi, we're here to party, not to think.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you an anecdote. Can I do it?
Tell me.
Oh my God. I'm in club. I've been playing old school night jazz tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah? Someone comes up to me, can you play D Block Europe? What am I supposed to do with that?
It's giving range.
We like D Block. They're great. But when we just played, oh my, you don't make me fall in love. You want me to follow this up with D Block? So now, and like she kept on bothering me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll go to the mic. Yo, everybody, do you want to hear D Block Europe? She says, yeah. Everybody else says, no.
Stop it.
Bro, it's crazy, fam.
Did you actually ask the crowd?
If you're gonna do a request,
Yeah.
first of all, you know what? Let's do. Can I do a guide on how to make a successful?
Go on,
request?
yeah. Let's do
All
this.
right, cool,
It's needed.
cool. Okay, making a request.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
But remember, DJ is watching the crowd, listening to the crowd, listening to one song here, one song out here.
Yeah.
If you want to have a whole conversation with the DJ, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's all about pace. Yo, come over here. Come closer. Let me tell you something. So I have a suggestion to make. You know, we ain't got time for that. We just want to see. Maybe flash the phone.
Yeah.
This thing. Boom.
Quickly, notes app.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number two. Look at what's going on right now.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work with what's going on right now, don't do it. Yeah? And DJ is here to play for everybody. He's here to play stuff that everybody's gonna vibe with.
Yeah.
You come and bring your song, back in my country, we used it to listen to this. Like, fam, we're literally trying to play for everybody. You can't give us a random obscure song.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
I hear that.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you wanna be part of what's going on with the DJ,
Yeah.
you need to read the crowd just like the DJ is.
Yeah.
And we'll take your request. I'll fling it on next.
I love that. Okay, yeah. So in summary, a quick guide. One, you need to have a quick, efficient method of communicating with the DJ. So
Straight.
put that on the notes app. Don't try to chat to the DJ.
Don't play.
Yeah, don't play. Second is read the room, right?
Yeah, you have to read the room.
Amazing. Okay, cool. So I hope people are listening to that. And
Listen very well.
yeah. Amazing. Now, Sushi, it's been so good having you here. I've had such a good time. I hope you have too.
Yeah.
And I want you, are you down to do a little outro for me? So I want you to just say, what's up, natives? It's Sushi or Sushi Sound. And you've been locked into the Armani way.
Where's the camera? Which one am I looking at?
This one.
What's up, natives? This is your professional champagne popper Sushi Sound. And you've been rocking with the Armani way. I'm here with Wafa. And we're having a great time. I hope you've had a good time too. Come on.
Jeez.